Today we're going to talk about how to stay healthy, young, fight disease, and increase your life by picking the right foods, how to eat right, select right, and whatever. Look at these foods. Did you know the average vegetable in an American grocery store travels over 2,000 miles to get there? Doesn't that seem like a waste to you? Don't you suppose it might not be quite as fresh? Think of the cost of the fuel. Here's your first test. What does garlic do for you? Lowers cholesterol, reduces high blood pressure, and helps your memory. How about avocados? It helps your heart, helps you lose weight. It helps you to absorb other vitamins. How about tomatoes? Rich in antioxidants. They help you to have energy. They help your joints if you have joint disease or arthritis. Tomatoes are great for you. How about apples? What do apples do for you? They fight blood pressure. They help your body to lose weight. An apple a day keeps the lungs healthy and keeps the doctor away. But processed apples have wax, chemicals, and everything else on them. You know what tomatoes, how they are processed in America today? Tomatoes are picked green, they're gassed to make them turn red. By the time they get to your shelf, they're still green. They don't have the vitamins, nutrients, and sugars in them. That's why they taste like cardboard. We believe tomatoes and most foods are better for you if they're grown organically and if they're grown closer to you. I've heard it said that these processed carrots lose some of their vitamins because they scrape off so much of it, that the natural carrots are better. Have you heard that?
I can see that, yeah. They wash him, they clean him, yeah.
Cauliflower, peppers, carrots, cantaloupe, all good for you.
Now what's
All can
cantaloupe?
help your
That's
better
full of
health.
potassium and calcium, right?
White bread may be our favorite, but the brown breads have more protein. The white processed stuff has the good stuff out of it, whereas the whole wheats and the darker breads have more vitamins and minerals, niacin, and the things that keep your body healthy. All right, are you ready for the next test? Okay, what is the best thing you can do to avoid flus, to help your heart health, to avoid cancer, and to create the highest levels of nutrition that you can get? Go with citrus. But now you understand citrus is fattening, but it is a lifesaver. Bananas, the best thing you can do for potassium in the heart. Now here we go into salads. If you go to salads, you're going healthy, and we can give you a recipe for a magic salad that is probably the best recipe on earth. But even salads can be problematic when you go to the salad bar. Have you ever seen a fat rabbit? Even a rabbit can get fat if he eats too much salad, and if you add too many of the most fattening things, which are the dressings that are filled with oils, salts, and sugars. If you use 2 scoops of these fattening dressings, you've just canceled out the advantages of having a good salad in your diet. And what we would suggest is that if you have to go with some kind of dressing, use a vinegar-based or balsamic vinegar. Sunflower seeds, that sort of things are great. Sunflower seeds, great for you. Raisins, cranberries, absolutely terrific. The magic food of all time, almonds, good for the heart, antioxidants, fights cancer, helps so many parts of your body, helps you to restore your memory. It's considered almost a miracle food. And then look at things like olives. You know, olives are considered to be fattening because they have olive oil, but actually, as a percentage of their weight, olives are not as fattening as some other foods, and yet they're very, very good for you. And of course, the oil does not increase your cholesterol. You know, my favorite are the ones that are stuffed with things like cheese. Oop, not supposed to do that either. Cheese isn't so great, but whatever. Coffee. We have a mixed bag on coffee. Some research says that coffee robs your body of minerals and vitamins, that it's kind of like a diuretic. But then others say, yeah, but it increases your metabolism and stimulates calorie burning, and in doing so, it helps you to lose weight. So if you drink coffee, you need to double up on vitamins like D and C and calcium. Now here's a good example. What about these orange punches? Avoid them like the plague. They have artificial sugar in them. They're not good for you or for your kids. And what vitamins they have in them are processed. We recommend that you go for the natural juices and look on the label and be sure they add no sugar, especially cane sugar. It should be all natural and it should have no sugar added. Orange juice, by the way, is fattening. It's very fattening, but good for you. How about milk? You need vitamin D. Vitamin D is considered the great fighter of disease. A lot of people are looking at alternatives like soy milk or almond milk. We have tried both. Both are great. The amounts of calcium that they have are almost identical to milk, and it's just a matter of choice. Our doctors tell us that go for 2% or 1% milk. You know why? Because milk is very destructive on your skin, and therefore you need to go with a low-fat milk. Now, when we're looking at milk, be sure that you always use fresh milk and organic if you can get it, because if these cows have been eating chemicals, that means you're getting them too. Green teas, don't get the bottled kind. They always have sugar added, and a lot of the stuff in them isn't really green tea. Get real green tea out of tea bags. It's a great antioxidant. It'll help you to fight colds and disease. Green tea has been around for centuries, and it's a proven health aid. Test. What food was eaten by the people of the Himalayas that lived over 120 years old?
Apricot.
Yogurt. These people that lived to be 130 years old in the valleys of the Himalayas and the valley of the Shangri-La all ate yogurt. How about wine? Most doctors say that a little white wine every day is not bad for you. A little red wine every day supposedly helps your heart and also is a cancer fighter. Now, here's one of the secret poisons in the American food system and all over the West. Canned goods. All autopsies and research shows that those who die of Alzheimer's disease have heavy metals in their brains. Some people believe that the heavy metals are caused by foods leaching the metals out of cans. Now, in recent years, they've started putting coatings in these cans to protect the metal from leaching out. But our advice, if it comes in a can, don't eat it. Our recommendation is if you have to get something that's in a container, use a glass container. It doesn't change the flavor. It can't leach out. It cannot poison you. And it will not, in any way, as far as we know, allow heavy metals to get into your system. Okay, next test. We have a magic salad. This salad will stop colds. It'll help your memory. It'll give you energy. It'll help you live longer. It will actually fight cancer. A salad with almonds, nothing out of a can, lemon juice, add sunflower seeds, raisins, and then if you want to put some almonds in it, lettuce and tomatoes, nothing that appears to be processed. Olives would be great. Put some lemon slices and citrus, avocado, lettuce, tomato, onions, and you'll have the best salad of your life. Saneh and I are not doctors. We're not professional experts, but we have done a lot of research in this matter of food and in this matter of nutrition. And what we know is this, that our mass food production system in the United States may not give you as much bang for your buck in terms of healthy foods as you might want to expect. We believe that fresh food, organic food, food that's grown near urban centers where it doesn't have to be shipped for thousands of miles is better for you. We believe it has more protein, more vegetables, more minerals, and it has, if grown organically, of course, fewer chemicals. We believe that it's good for our country, it's good for our food supply. The cost of energy is going up, the cost of food production is going up all over the world. And so we're recommending that people try to grow your own. Use greenhouses through Cornucopia Enterprises. That's Saneh's company, www.cornucopia-enterprise.com. You can power these with solar or with wind turbines to reduce the cost. Normally, organic foods cost anywhere from 30% to 150% more, but if you utilize wind and solar to produce the electricity needed to irrigate and provide the electricity and the fans, suddenly the cost goes down to less than what you would pay in a food store. And finally, the concept of health. I recently lost 40 pounds, and my doctor said the best thing I did was by eating a lot of vegetables, fruits, and organic foods, because you eat less food and get more vegetables, and therefore you're not as hungry, and you're healthy. It is a natural diet because your body's getting what it needs. This is what we know, what we believe, and this is why we wanted to take you on a walk through the grocery store, give you a few test questions that might be helpful, show you a recipe or two for foods that'll help your memory, help your health, help your heart, help your face, eliminate wrinkles, and even possibly fight diseases such as heart disease and cancer. Look at www.win-inc.com or www.cornucopia-enterprise.com. Have a great day. Bye-bye.